Mama Mondays is sponsored by Colorado Connected, a website full of ideas for parents. And now, here are the mamas.
It is mama time, and hello everyone in the parenting world. It's so good to have the ladies here today and talk about all kids being moms. We've got Risa, Diane Miles is with us, and of course Sangeeta Singh is back on the panel today. Today we're going to talk about the phenomenon of sharenting. Do you do it? How do you feel about it? What is sharenting? It's when a parent posts way too much about their kiddo and you're like, 50 pictures of the same kid. How do you guys feel about it? Who wants to go first?
You go, because I know you have a great, you have a little one and it's like a thing.
So I think oftentimes it can evolve, like when you first have your child, your first kiddo, it's like, I want to share with the world and show all the cute pictures and everything. And I think over time, at least for me personally, as Zara, my daughter, has gotten older, she has developed a dislike for me sharing things, or my 19-year-old niece will say, why did you share like 10 stories in one day? So I have the younger kiddos telling me like, hey, I think you might be oversharing. So I've actually been educated by the younger ones in saying it's not cool. It is not cool to overshare. And so now if I want to post a picture, I will ask Zara's permission, make sure she likes it.
Which we're going to talk about in just a sec, about asking for permission.
You were saying that in the office.
I was saying that.
About
and we're going to get to that and what happened with my 15-year-old daughter. But I do know plenty of friends who will post 35 pictures of the same kid in the same Halloween costume, just different poses, you know, like... I mean, and you're sitting there scrolling through 35 pictures going, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Diane, what's your take on it?
I mean, I have adult children. They're not on social media
They're
like
not?
that. So
Okay.
I've never been like an oversharer, I hope.
Okay.
But my daughter, like they have some social media accounts, but like my daughter doesn't have her picture on any of her profiles.
Yeah.
And so you can't really find her. And my son, he doesn't have his real name on social media. Like they are very intentional about how they engage on the social
on social media, and that's
so
credible.
Yeah, so for me, I stop sharing them, or I'll ask them, like, is it okay if I post this picture of you? And I like shared one of those, those like memes or not reels that like you put your pictures on the music or whatever, and it's like your thing. I did one with my daughter, and it was the one like, a daughter is God's way of saying you have a best friend for life or whatever. And I hid it because I went through my social media and just hid all their stuff because I'm like, you guys aren't out there. I don't want to be the reason that you're out there. And my daughter was like, where's the video you posted of me? And I was like, you want it back on my profile?
So she was okay with it.
She was okay with it. But I don't think we should be putting our kids out there. I think it's a little dangerous.
I think so. There's many aspects to it when you really sit down and think about it. Risa, your daughter is in her 20s. How is she with you posting, and what were you like when she was younger?
Well, you know, she was born in 1996.
Okay, so
that was kind of before all of the sharing.
But you've shown us so many scrapbooks of her that had there been social media, I think you would have been one of those moms.
You know, how many horse shows can you go to and be bored out of your skull watching them, go around and around because she's a horse person. So I'd be like, yeah, she won another ribbon. Yay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe I would have been better at that had it been a little later on. But I mean, but I will say this, my husband is the social media police. So he'll watch and see what she posts, and he'll be like, if he doesn't like the post, he will call her and say, that's got to come down.
Oh, I'm your husband.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I watch what my
he does.
Too.
I've done that with my niece, and I have boundaries with social media. All of my accounts are private, so only my friends and close acquaintances can see it. And I think just because of my job.
Yeah.
But I think that's important too, is to have boundaries around social media and what you share.
I do post some stuff of my girls, but then again, being on TV, I have to have the fan page, the regular page, and sometimes I will post stuff of them, but not too much at all. On a psychological level, can it be beneficial or can it hurt a kid when a mother overly shares, overly posts too much of one kid?
I mean, I think it depends on the kid.
Okay.
I think that oftentimes, especially, it depends on the kiddo and the age range. When you get to middle school and high school, and there are mom friends, and the friends can see the profiles and the pictures, it turns into oversharing as far as I'm developing as a teenager, and I'm finding myself, I don't want my personal life shared where my classmates or friends can see that, because it can impact them in a negative way.
Okay, well, when it comes to posting, when should you ask your kids for permission? I posted this of Ava not too long ago.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great post. That was
See,
amazing.
everybody saw it,
Yes.
right?
I loved it. Is this the one where she's playing the tambourine?
Yes.
Oh, that's so great.
She was so mad.
Does she know she's on television right now?
No. She's on summer
I feel like we have a couple more problems.
She does not. I'm that mom where, hey, I posted it because I felt like it, and that's that. But she was really mad. And then I was like, maybe she has a point. She wants to be in control of her own posting and what she wants out there. I get it. I didn't take it down.
Did she explain to you why she was mad?
She was just like, a lot of my friends follow you because they know that you have a show, and they all saw it, and now I'm getting all these random messages of people going, oh my God, Ava, you're so cute. But
I think it goes back to that, as like you're developing and you're choosing how you show up in the world.
Yep.
That is you now deciding how the world gets to engage with her and interact with her. When I do think she should have autonomy over what is out there and how she's viewed online. Yeah, I kind of.
And I feel like Ava has that
Ava.
personality where she doesn't like to be the center of attention.
she does not. Ava is very, very timid.
But the
and
post
she's
was
very,
so cute.
The post
It
was
is
adorable.
really
But
cute.
as
I love it.
As a mom, I was like, oh my gosh, she's playing a Britney Spears song and she was doing her own thing.
Yeah.
I was so proud that I didn't even really think, well, let me think about her feelings. I just posted it because I thought it was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
But she was upset.
So maybe you just pick like who you want to see that kind of content and like kind of
Pick and who does and who doesn't. Maybe just
because you can have like a close friends where everybody can't see it. It's like reserved for even if you have a private profile, you can pick like I want these 10 people to be able to see this content. And
but all of you guys saw it.
we did make
Loved
sure
it.
we're in the close
I
friends.
showed Zara. Zara thought it was amazing too.
Yeah, I mean, she's a cool kid.
She is a
I
cool
get
kid.
it. But then she posted something very similar on her own a day later, and I'm like, really?
Again, autonomy.
Yeah, it's autonomy. Well, if you have any questions for the Mama Panel, you can join the conversation by sending us an email to mycoco@9news.com. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you, Mamas.
Thank you.
All right, let's post something.
I know. Now take a picture.
Hey mamas, join the Colorado Connected community. Download memes, find resources, fun activities, and get social. There are simple ways to support other parents. Get creative with the kiddos and make friends. coconnected.org. They sponsor Mama Mondays on Coco.